It's all fucking celebrity fucking gossip this week. Shia LeBeouf. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Perfect.
LeBeouf. He was in a good little movie about him and some Down syndrome child.
Honey Boy.
Honey Boy?
Honey Boy.
Honey Boy?
Honey Boy? I've never seen it. I just know what it is.
It's not called Honey Boy.
It's 100% called Honey Boy.
Shia LeBeouf and Down syndrome man. Honey Boy. Are you sure?
It seems like it.
No, that's not it at all.
That's
No.
not it?
He does a movie about him and like a Down syndrome kid, and they float
Holes?
down.
Holes?
Holes?
You ever see Holes?
Holes? Are you saying hole?
Holes.
No, it's not Holes. No, the Peanut Butter Falcon. That's the movie.
That was a superhero movie.
It's about him and some Down syndrome kid. Look at him. Look at the fucking. Wait, go back. Whoa. Yeah, go back, and it's almost like Huckleberry Finn, instead of a black guy, they have a Down syndrome. But look at his face. Look, he scrubs up. They fucking did him dirty in the movie. They made him look more downy in the fucking movie.
He looks good here.
He scrubs. Look at him.
Look at him in the movie.
Look at him in the swamp. There's a Down syndrome guy right here in the swamp. This is 2 weeks in a row we're talking about this. But look, he looks rough as fuck. And then when he's outside of the movie, he's a handsome guy. That's a lot of the times they do this type of stuff. Remember, like Ugly Betty?
Yeah.
And they're like, they make her ugly, give her braces and glasses and all sorts of fucked up shit.
Yeah.
They make you look rough as fuck, and then when you're on the red carpet, you're like, that's not the same woman. It's the same with all the girls in The Orange is the New Black. They fucking dyke them all up, and they look horrible, and then they walk down
They
the
braid their cunts.
They do. They really fucking do them dirty, and they did that with this kid. Look, that's a handsome man.
Poor little Peanut Butter Falcon.
That's a handsome man. I remember when and I didn't know them at the time. I remember when Giannis and Chris Stefano split up with fucking History Hyena. I got that photo and I shared it on Twitter, and I was like, so sad to hear the end of History Hyenas. But I never said who was who.
Right.
But just left it like that.
Hysterical.
That's fine. I'm looking forward to when Matt and Shane split up, and I'll post it too. Pretty much any two males to have a podcast together, that's getting shared.
Yeah.
That's the new thing. That's the running gag. Anyway, so Shia LaBeouf. Can you go back for a second though? To what was that one that you just called it? That you called it something else.
Honey Boy?
Honey Boy. Google, because there was an article just popped up about Honey Boy where it was Shia LaBeouf lied about something. Look. Shia LaBeouf admits depiction of his dad. Oh, so in Honey Boy, yeah, this is what it was. In Honey Boy, I guess it was supposed to be autobiographical.
It was his movie, yeah.
And it's about his life. And then he made his dad seem like he was like an abusive father who fucked him up and shit. And Shia LaBeouf rules. I'm a big fan of this guy.
He is a beast.
Didn't he used to stick it in Megan Fox or no?
They were in.
He was fucking her for a while. Right?
Whoa, wait. Okay, never mind.
They were definitely in Transformers together.
Yeah, definitely.
Google if he was ever banging Megan Fox. Because if he was, straight away, you're one of the best men of all time.
Yeah, Megan Fox.
Nice. And he was cheating on her. Nice.
Nice. Legend.
City Boy?
City Boys!
Who's that one on the right?
Mia Goth.
I don't know, whatever. But he got Megan Fox back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
When she just like
when she was a fucking like just a heavyweight champion.
Mm-hmm.
She was like 20 years old, the best looking thing in the world. She wasn't crazy. Now she's fucking hanging out with that twink.
Yeah, like drinking blood and shit.
Yeah.
They drink each other's blood.
Yeah, and just she's dating a guy who wears white suits and does emo music. Like it's what the fuck? And she hasn't been in a movie in years. She probably has a couple of kids, does she too? Big broken box on her. Let's just say she has kids at this point. So, and he's done loads of stuff. Remember, he did one of the funniest things ever. He had that thing, right, where it was like an art piece, where they would all look into the camera.
Yeah.
and they would all look into the camera and they would stand there
It's
and
a
they would
live stream.
they would say something. What was it? It was it. I keep feeling like it was like it wasn't that they said was it hate will not replace us instead of like the Jews will not replace us. It was like hate will not replace us.
Something like that. Yeah, look, here it is. He will not divide us.
He will not divide us.
Yeah.
He will not divide us. And then Ali Makovsky was in that. Did you know that?
And what?
So he had this weird little fucking cult or something of fucking weirdo hippies, and they would all stand in a room in New York in like an art gallery, and they would go up to this camera and they'd be all like, hate will not divide us.
What the
Hate will not divide
fuck?
us. And they would stand there and they'd all look weird like they're about to kill the baby
Like
as
the
a ritual.
Children of the Corn?
Yes. And so that's what they were doing with that. And then apparently Ali Makovsky was one of the fucking... Someone shared it somewhere. They would all stand there, right? And then what happened was people started finding out where it was. So they started running over to it.
Mm-hmm.
And they would say... Like, people would start pranking it. They would go up and they would say something. I can't remember exactly what they would say. They would go up and just be like, fuck her in the pussy or something. I don't know. Or something like that. I'm not sure if it was that, but they did like that. So then he had to get rid of the art piece.
Yeah.
So he said, they brought it somewhere else.
Like in the middle of nowhere, right?
Eventually,
Okay,
it got to
okay.
but he brought it somewhere else first, and then they were able to find that too.
Like just like using like geographical references in the background.
Yeah, he
right?
brought it to a few places. Then eventually, they decided just to hide it in the middle of nowhere, and it was just a live stream at the sky.
Of just the flag, right?
And someone spotted him just happened to be that someone spotted him in like Tennessee getting waffles or something. And then someone goes, just saw fucking Shia LeBeouf in like Nashville getting fucking chicken.
Fucking chicken and
So
biscuits.
everyone knew it was in there, and then the whole internet got together looking at the sky. Do you remember this one? It was like 4chan or someone. They all got together, and they were able to tell from the coordinates of it was a flag, was it?
He had the flag like just in the middle of the nowhere like this. And I think by like the plane patterns or some shit.
There was
by
loads of stuff. They were able to look at because they knew where they saw him. They knew he was like a certain area, and then they were able to tell from the stars where it was. Because at a certain time of day, from the stars, they were able to figure it out. And then from there, they were able to make it small. And then someone drove down to an area like that, and they just drove around honking their horn all day for hours every day, and everyone just watched it. And then eventually someone was like, I can hear you, he can hear you. So then they were able to close it down, and then they got it.
Oh my God.
I say he just started crying. But Shia LaBeouf's the man. Like, he has that fucking meme, you know, he's always he's smoking the weed when he's doing the fucking... That's always the best. Fucking Hoodville will post it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
When she says you'll never get a girl like